Hallo, Anni hier und willkommen zu diesem kleinen, diesem kleinen, tollen Spiel namens die Excavation von Barrow oder auch die Ausgrabung des Grabhügels von Hobbs. Auf jeden Fall, wie man schon hört, ist das ein Indie-Horrorspiel. Es ist meiner Meinung nach eher so ein bisschen oldschool, Point-and-Click, ne? Mit ein bisschen Folklore-Stil und Horror und einem krassen Soundtrack. Mega Voice Acting, ist allerdings in Englisch. Das hier ist ebenfalls ein Stream-Mitschnitt. Ja, ich habe aber alles Mögliche herausgeschnitten. Nun, was nicht unbedingt mit dem Gameplay zu tun hat. Und ich wünsche euch einfach so viel Spaß. Und wenn ihr so seid wie ich, liebt ihr diese Art von Spielen. Ja, abonnieren nicht vergessen. Viel Spaß. Die Folgen werden auch ein bisschen länger, also ab dafür. Schauen wir mal, ob es aufnimmt. Ja, das ist Barrow. Ich starte jetzt mal ein neues Game. Ja, es ist Horror, ne? Es ist Horror, habe ich schon erwähnt. Dann starten wir mal. Es ist ein Pixel-Horror, ne? Also ich laufe. Pfeiltasten gehen nicht. Ich laufe mit der Maus. Das hat mich so ein bisschen an England vor ein paar 100 Jahren gefühlt. Also 100 Jahren. Oh, wir sind an einem krassen Anwesen. Ich werde auch ein bisschen leiser reden. Oh, hi, wer bist du denn? Miss Bateman.
Welcome back to Ticehurst House. It's been quite some time. Terrible weather this evening, is it not? Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough, you see. A bit of rain won't kill me, will it? You mustn't be interested in me nattering on. Give my regards to your father. Nurse Blaketon is preparing his supper.
Das Spiel ist in Englisch. Ich konnte nichts anderes auswählen, ne?
Miss Bateman, do head inside. We'll catch your death out here.
Aha, lustig. Habe ich noch eine Maus? Die Excavation of Barrow. Oh, ich bin so froh. Ist nicht die Ausgrabung? Na, guck mal, Dogwarts Express.
Dearest Mother, I hope this letter will reach you.
Oh, sie ist so hübsch.
Past years in torment, trying to piece together what remains of fractured memories. What I am about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience.
Oh, Schafe. Die sind scheiß gruselig.
I will endeavour to explain the events that led me to Ticehurst House that night. As far as I can recall, this whole wretched story started with the receipt of a letter from a Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh. Hallo. Also ich muss wirklich sagen, mir gefällt der Arzt.
The letter brought me to the isolated village of Bewley, deep in the moors.
Bewley.
No station master in sight. I hope the village isn't too far away. I can't recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder mentioned it in his letter.
Da ist das Inventar. Wir haben Letters. Wir haben ein Handkerchief.
I can walk through there. Hello?
Okay.
I ought to read Mr. Shoulder's letter again. I can't recall the name of our meeting place.
Ich liebe diesen Akzent. Ey, der ist doch mega, oder?
My mother always told me not to walk on railway tracks.
Wir können alles ansehen, wir können alles machen.
If I take the sign, how would the trains know where to stop?
Oh. Ah ja. Liebe Miss Bateman, ich schreibe diesen Brief in der Hoffnung, damit ihr Interesse zu wecken. Ich habe über ihr Expertenwissen in Ausgrabungsstätten nachgelesen und ich verstehe ganz genau, dass sie ein Buch schreiben über diese Schätze, die diese Ausgrabungsstätten beinhalten. Ich lebe in dem kleinen Dorf von Bewley, wo eine extrem spezielle Ausgrabungsstätte in den äußerlichen Bereichen der Stadt da gefunden wird. Und es ist in einer rechteckigen Form und ist ganz bestimmt groß genug, damit man drin stehen kann. Der Platz ist, dieser Ort ist eine lokale Legende und es gibt Gerüchte, dass man darin Geheimnisse finden kann. Ich hoffe, dass Sie das nicht falsch verstehen können, und diesen Brief irgendwie als aufdringlich empfinden. Wenn Sie möchten, können Sie Bühle besuchen und diese Ausgrabungsstätte weiter ausgraben. Und ich würde mich sehr über Ihre Guidance freuen. Bitte senden Sie Ihre Antwort zu The Plough and Furrow Inn, also zu so einer Gaststätte im Burley. Und ich erwarte Ihren Brief. Mit lieben Grüßen, Mr. Leonard Shoulder. Da ist ein Mensch. Dear Mrs. Bateman, wunderschöne Neuigkeiten. Ich werde Sie um 8 Uhr am Abend in der 14., also am 14. des Monats an dieser einen Gaststätte da in Bühle treffen. Die Gaststätte hat richtig tolle Räume, was Sie ganz adäquat für Ihren kurzen Aufenthalt empfinden würden. Wenn wir uns treffen, werde ich Ihnen nochmal die Umstände erklären, die diese Ausgrabungsstätte betreffen und wo halt tatsächlich bei den Menschen hier als Hobbs Barrow bekannt ist. Ist nicht in meinen eigenen Ländereien gelegen, aber wir können immer noch uns die Erlaubnis irgendwie erarbeiten, dass wir dort ausgraben können. Ich wünsche Ihnen eine sichere Reise. Wie findet ihr das Spiel? Ja, das weiß ich. Und du bist Woman.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Erzähl mir was über Bewley, bitte.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Well, it used to be a thriving village. Not so much now. I don't spend much time there these days.
Are you local?
Ah, yes, a local I am. But I don't live in the village.
Und erzähl mir was über die Plough and Barrow Inn.
I'm looking for the Plough and Furrow Inn. Do you know where I can find it?
Ah, young lady. Leave the station and follow the dry stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Bewley. Go straight ahead and you'll find the market square.
The
inn
Market
is to the
Square.
side at square.
Thank you very much.
Und
Where
wie
are you
findet ihr das
travelling to
Spiel?
today?
That would be none of your business, young lady.
Alter,
Right. Apologies. I wish you a pleasant journey.
was ist mit ihr?
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Die alte Dame war nicht gerade sehr freundlich zu uns. Wir müssen halt jetzt zu dieser Inn. Was kann schon bei einer uralten Ausgrabungsstätte schiefgehen, liebe Leute? Exit.
What brings you to Bewley?
Hallo?
I beg your pardon?
What brings you to Bewley, miss?
Alter, die ist gruselig, die alte.
I'm here to visit a local landmark, Hobbs Barrow.
Oh Gott.
Hobbs Barrow? Well, I can't say I've heard of it.
Also?
For what reason?
I wish to excavate it.
Grave robber, are you?
Not at all. I merely have an interest in antiquities.
Not much to be found in Bewley, if you ask me. You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Das will
I'll
uns
take my
hier haben.
chances.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
Okay. Also sie hat
That
uns...
was odd.
Ja, es war echt seltsam. Sie hat uns zwar irgendwas gewarnt, aber hat irgendwie nicht gesagt, um was es geht. Also... Die Musik. Das ist so grafikmäßig so easy und es ist trotzdem so scheiß gruselig. Jetzt schon die Musik. Okay. Oh, eine Krähe.
I have time to explore tomorrow.
Da geht's hin und da. Kann ich da irgendwo hin? Nee. Oh, doch.
It looks like I'm in the market square. I should find the inn.
Wir schauen uns natürlich erstmal um, ne?
Beating raw metal into a fine object is an admirable skill.
Findet ihr, dass diese Stadt sehr einladend aussieht?
The cross denotes this as the site of a market, or perhaps a site of traditional religious significance.
Da ist die Tür.
Don't wish to disturb the locals.
Warum nicht?
I can't take the sign, nor do I want to.
Du kannst es dir aber angucken.
The cobbler's is closed.
Hier ist ein komplett abandoned Building. Das ist die Inn, ne? Hier so.
I don't wish to disturb the locals.
Ich würde sagen, wir schauen uns erstmal
It
um, ne?
looks like I'm in the market square. I should find the inn.
Es gibt
Plough
Züge.
and furrow. I have a bit of time before Mr. Shoulder arrives. I should inquire about a room.
Rum.
The sign is well out of reach.
Okay, und das Man. Hallo, Mister. Oh, er ist besoffen. Das fängt ja gut an.
Hello there. What's the young lady doing out alone in this sodden weather?
Alter. Mettinger da. Get out of the way, sir. What are you doing? Das ist schon, das stimmt.
What are you doing out in this weather?
Wir sind lieb.
Waiting for you, my dear.
I doubt that.
And I've waited long enough. So, give us a kiss now, won't
Eek.
you?
Nein. Slap in die Fle... Humor him, slap him, I have no time for deflect question, perhaps he is married. Ja, komm, mach mal eine Gegenfrage.
Wouldn't your wife disapprove?
My wife? Bloody hell, my wife! My tea'll be on the table at this hour, and if I don't get back, she'll be roaring.
Wir haben gerade eine Beziehung gerettet. Ich wollte gerade sagen.
What a buffoon.
Ne?
I should speak to the innkeeper about a room.
Painting.
I don't want to take the painting with me. It's a crudely painted scene that appears to be of a biblical nature.
Okay, wir schauen uns alles an.
A fine exemplar of inebriation.
Plate.
A decorative plate. This one depicts a bull. The innkeeper is a serious-looking man.
Findet ihr nicht, dass das hier richtig cool aussieht? Die Stimmung einfach.
A rather miserable-looking fellow. He's playing a board game by himself. I think it's Three Men's Morris. They are engaged in an intense discussion.
Okay, wir laufen mal ganz gechillt dahin und schauen uns ein bisschen um.
A majestic animal, cut down in his prime. A pixie-faced peasant boy, painted in a naive style.
Pixie-faced peasant boy.
The painting depicts a rocky-edged lake. A small bronze plate states the name Lake Cubilius.
Weil in solchen Adventure-Horror-Type-Games musst du alles angucken und komplett, also ich bin ja so ein kleiner Completionist. Das hier ist ganz wichtig, dass wir uns komplett alles anschauen.
A colourful work depicting a bashful knight. It is signed N. Hamley.
Das, ne, jeder Name
This
hier wird
painting
alles
shows a
wichtig.
Rubenesque figure brushing her hair. Quite unusual to see such a sensual work in a room like this. The crackling fireplace is more welcoming than the facial expressions of the locals.
Wir sind also so ein Stadthühnchen, was tatsächlich jetzt hier in der großen,
A
weiten
biblical
Welt
scene of some
umherreist.
kind. An angel is depicted looking longingly to the heavens. They are engaged in an intense discussion.
Okay,
A lovely place to warm oneself.
ja dann warm dich mal bitte. Warm dich bitte.
The poor thing. The poor thing. I don't want to take the painting
Okay,
with me.
wir reden mal zuerst mit den Locals. Ne?
Hello, sir.
We are in the middle of a discussion here.
Discussion.
Interrupt. Hello, miss.
What do you want?
I...
Bugger off.
Also sind nicht so freundlich, die Leute.
Good afternoon, sir.
No for you here.
I beg your pardon?
I said there's no for you here, lass. Be on your way.
Charming.
Also keiner will uns hier
This door
haben.
must lead to the guest rooms.
Na gut, das da hinten war ja tatsächlich das Klo,
A
ne?
dreadful smell is emanating from the WC. I don't wish to take it. Good day, sir.
Hallo?
Good day, sir.
Okay, der ist off-limits. Dann reden wir mal mit dem total lieb aussehenden Barkeeper.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, lass.
Lars?
How can I help you?
Ja, komm, wir holen uns erstmal
I
ein
am in
Zimmer.
need of a room for the night.
Aye, we aren't short of those. One night, is it?
I shall need at least 2 nights, maybe more.
Aye, 'tis not a problem. 3 shilling per night. That includes your dinner and tea.
A fair price.
I'll need that payment up front for the 2 nights.
This is payment for the room.
Thank you. Can I ask for your name, lass?
Thomasina Bateman.
And will Mr. Bateman be staying with us tonight?
No, I am not wed.
Oh,
My assistant is arriving in Beaulieu tomorrow.
Your assistant, you say? Will you be needing another room?
Please.
I'll keep a room spare. It's not quite as nice as yours, I'm afraid.
Not a problem, sir. I'm sure it will be adequate. Kenneth is a man of inexpensive taste.
Here's your key. Just go through the door to the right of the bar, then up the stairs. Room number 2.
Thank you.
Can I help you with your luggage?
No, thank you, sir. I can manage. I should go upstairs and freshen up before Mr. Shoulder arrives. Good afternoon.
okay, wir fragen mal
Afternoon, Miss
noch
Bateman.
nach ihm
Do you
hier.
know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye, I know the man.
I'm to meet him here tonight.
Can I get you something to drink while you wait?
Not yet, thank you. Bye for now.
As you were.
Dann gehen wir mal durch die Türen. Oh,
This shall do nicely.
ist doch gerade ganz okay, oder?
Time to change into something more comfortable.
Mach die Tür wenigstens hinter dir zu, bitte. Nice.
Much better.
Wir haben hier
A
eine
sturdy
Kiste.
looking thing, useful to many a weary traveller.
Kann ich da
I've
irgendwas
stored my
machen?
case in there.
Ah,
A box within a box.
Ah, okay, wir haben hier
A
die Tür.
decrepit set of drawers. Jammed shut. The wood must have warped over the years. My evening light shall be provided by this solitary candlestick. As the only light source in the room, I ought to leave this here.
Okay, weil
No doubt the mattress
wenn
is
wir nicht
stuffed
alles
with
angucken,
itchy
können wir
straw.
es verpassen.
I do feel tired after the trip, but my meeting with Mr. Shoulder must take priority. A painting of surprising quality, it portrays a rocky outcrop overlooking a vast moor, perhaps a local landmark.
Ah,
A
noch eine
decorative plate depicting a goat.
Die ganzen Tiere,
I don't
ne?
wish to take it.
Das hat doch bestimmt irgendwie noch eine Bedeutung. Okay, die Wardrobe, da haben wir hier einen krassen...
The door to my room.
Ja. Okay,
The wardrobe looks old, perhaps 100 years or more in age.
gut, dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir mal dahin und ziehen...
I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty.
Gut, dann gehen wir mal diesen Mr. Shoulder da gucken, wo der sich rumtreibt. Wir sehen richtig hübsch aus jetzt. Und sind die jetzt...
Hello, miss.
Bugger off.
A curmudgeonly looking old fellow.
Der ist neu.
Hello, sir.
Right,
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
You're not local. You've come on that bloody train, haven't you?
Hey!
Well, it's going to dogs.
Was? Warum? Wir haben doch nur den Zug genommen. Warte mal. Sorry, ich muss kurz mein Genick einrenken. Okay, wir werden mal freundlich sein,
My
ne?
name is Thomasina Bateman, and you are...
None of your business, lass.
Woher wusste ich
Where's your
das?
husband?
Alter.
None of your business, sir.
Ah, you're brave coming in here all on your own.
I'm a grown woman.
I'm Cyril.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cyril.
So Locals, ich guck mal
What can
gerade.
you tell me about
Wir fragen
Bewley?
ihn mal
We're a
aus.
proud community. I've lived here my whole life. Not much here to interest folks like you.
Folks like me.
Aye.
Die Railway
I
Station.
take it you are not enamored with the railway station.
Mule is gonna be swarming with outsiders like you. We don't want you coming here. It's as simple as that, lass.
Why not?
This is our town, our land.
I assure you, I am not here to cause trouble.
We'll see about that, won't we?
Leonard Shoulder.
Do you know Mr. Shoulder?
That'd be none of your business, lass. I don't come to your city poking around asking questions, do I? Man just wants to enjoy his ale in peace.
Bye for now.
Ta-ra, lass.
Terelas. Übel. Ich bin mir aber sicher, irgendwie diese Stadt hier, die ist total sketchy. Ja, wo ist jetzt der Typ?
Miss Bateman, you've transformed.
Sailor
I feel
Moon.
far more comfortable in my outdoor clothing.
You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper.
Oh.
Guess you could call me an explorer of sorts.
I'm Stanley. Stanley Kemp.
A pleasure to meet you,
Stanley.
Stanley.
Oh, der ist
Tell
hier.
me, I trust your room is adequate.
Du bist kein Serienmörder oder so.
Adequate.
Excellent.
Okay, was ist mit
Tell
dem
me
Typen
about
da hinten
yourself,
in der
Mr.
Ecke?
Kemp.
Well, I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years. I worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days.
Country.
Saved up my coin and bought this place.
Gefällt euch das Spiel
It's a
bisher?
fine inn.
Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Bewley.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Aye, it's a quiet place. People keep to themselves, work hard.
I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow.
There's not a lot to see, lass.
Lass.
But St. Edmund's Church is a fine building, worth a visit.
Mr. Shoulder arrived yet?
Still haven't seen head nor tail of him, Miss Bateman.
What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
Aye, he's a quiet fellow. He only comes here to check his post.
Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Have you now? You found yourself an admirer.
Not quite.
What business do you have with old Leonard then?
Warum sind die alle so neugierig?
Well, if you must know, I am what some people call a barrow digger.
A what?
A barrow digger.
What in God's name is that?
Are you familiar with tumuli?
Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
I excavate ancient burial sites looking for relics. A barrow is traditionally a circular mound of raised earth enclosing a burial chamber.
Oh, aye.
Ein
You're a
Grabhügel.
grave robber.
I am no such thing.
Don't worry, lass. I've met all sorts in here over the years. I won't tell anyone.
I assure you, my goal is more noble than petty grave robbery.
What sort of relics do you find then? Gold? Silver? Bones?
Well, rarely gold or silver, but treasures certainly. Ancient pottery is the most common find. I've been excavating barrows all over the country. I'm documenting my findings in preparation for my book.
Ach, stimmt.
It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England.
Oh, aye. Very interesting.
Why?
What does old Leonard have to do with this?
He sent me a letter in which he told me about an unusual barrow in Bewley, a site called Hobbs Barrow. I'm meeting him here this evening to find out more.
I've lived here nigh on my whole life, and I've heard naught about a Hobbs Barrow.
Wow, intriguing. Wir fragen jetzt einfach mal, weil wenn der das noch nie gesehen hat, noch nie gehört hat, vielleicht stimmt ja irgendwas nicht mit diesem Herr Shoulder, der uns eingeladen hat, um das auszugraben.
Are you sure you've never heard of Hobbs Barrow?
Not in my life, lass, but I'll tell you something. The moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village. There's no doubt many a discovery to be made.
Mr. Shoulder said the barrow is well known locally, a place of legend.
I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to him about it. Why are you interested in digging around in the dirt, lass? Haven't you better things to do with your time?
Alter.
I enjoy nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering
Voice
the
acting
past
ist
and
wirklich
piecing
geil.
together our history. I inherited this passion from my
Schaut
father.
mal.
Oh, a barrow digger too, eh?
Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now, on your own adventures?
I'm afraid my father's been bedbound by illness for many years.
No.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, lass.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital.
Also entweder ist der
Thanks
böse
for
oder
your
er
time.
stirbt. Der
Hast du
Barkeeper.
Mr. Shoulder should really be here by now.
Wie sie da steht.
Sit down and wait.
Die Musik.
Where on earth is he? What a waste of time this is turning out to be.
Evening there, miss.
Not you again.
I just wanted to apologise for earlier.
Oh,
I got home, had my tea, but it gave me an aching belly.
How so?
I felt bad for how I spoke to you. I'm sorry. The drink gets a hold of me sometimes.
Let's start again, shall we?
My name is Arthur Tillett.
Thomasina Bateman.
ist gut, wenn man nett
Brings
ist
you
zu
to
Leuten,
Bewley,
ne?
Anyway.
I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived.
His loss, if you ask me.
Perhaps you know the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, I know Mr. Shoulder all right. If I may be so bold as to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you.
The
Okay.
relationship is not what you're implying. I've never met him. In fact, I know very little about him at all.
Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old
Also am Anfang ist bei so Spielen halt immer ganz besonders viel Text und Speech und so, aber genau das ist doch das, was schön ist in solchen Spielen, oder?
One ale, coming right up.
Thank you very much, Miss Bateman.
Immer freundlich
Then
sein.
I'll tell you all about old Leonard Shoulder.
How can I help you?
Okay, wir holen uns einen Trink für den armen Mann.
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr.
Mein
Kemp.
Ohr juckt. Ich meine, sie hat ja anscheinend Geld. Ihr Vater ist im Privatkrankenhaus untergebracht.
There we are. 2 pence, please.
This was the last of my money.
Alter, nee.
Kenneth will be here tomorrow with more funds.
Bitte
Here
schön.
you are, Arthur.
Thanking you. Oh, that hits the spot, that does, lass. Now then.
Ja, betrink dich nur und gib mir alles, was du weißt.
Old Len. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, vielleicht hätten wir ihn nicht betrunken machen sollen. Wir waren vielleicht doch zu freundlich.
Arthur?
Passiert.
Oh, for heaven's sake. The man is in a drunken stupor. After one drink too many, Arthur Tillett has passed out.
Naja, wenigstens geht's ihm gut.
Mr. Tillett, I would still like to hear what he has to say about Mr. Shoulder.
How can I help you?
Ja.
May I trouble you for a glass of water?
Das
If
ist doch
it's
immer
water you're
so.
after, I just refilled the jug in your room for you.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
As you were.
A jug of water for drinking or washing.
Ih, und der tauscht das
This may
aus.
come in handy.
Also der... Also ich will tatsächlich nicht, dass irgendwer mein Waschwasser irgendwie händisch austauscht.
A jug of simple form. It is half filled with lukewarm water.
Das wäre besser, wenn es eiskalt wäre, ne? Guck, wie die Animation ist.
What the hell were that for?
You passed out, Mr. Tillett.
Oh, sorry, lass. Where were I? Leonard's shoulder. Hold on another minute. I'm making for a piss.
Alter!
This man is
Das ist
unbelievable.
übel. Wenn der jetzt auch nicht zurückkommt, wurden wir von 2 Typen geghostet.
It feels like an hour has passed.
Ich wusste's doch.
Perhaps I should go in there and check on him.
Okay, Leute, hoffentlich ist er nicht tot.
Miss Bateman, my apologies. The ladies are closed due to faulty plumbing. You'll have to use the gents.
Okay.
Lovely. Mr. Tillett?
Also ganz ehrlich, das ist das gruseligste Klo, was ich je gesehen habe.
These look modern. I'm surprised.
Alter.
Is Mr. Tillett in there? It sounds like someone is in there.
Okay, wir schauen uns erstmal um.
A cold draft is leaking in from under the door. This leads outside. I can see it's still raining out there.
Ach, die Musik, ey, da krieg ich ja...
Water is brown, quite ghastly.
Ih.
The mirror is coated in a thick layer of grime. Some
Oh.
excavations are best left to others.
Oh mein Gott, ey. Ich krieg Gänsehaut bei dem Ton.
The jug is empty. I would rather not get any closer. The smell of urine is nauseating.
Oh Gott, der kriegt das ja ekelhaft.
Mr. Tillett?
Okay.
Mr. Tillett, are you in there?
Und? Okay, wir machen...
Mr. Tillett, are you in there?
Alter. Wo ist denn der? Hi, Mr. Cat. Oh, wie süß. Oh, warum war die
you're not
Katze?
Mr. Tillett.
Warum war die Katze im Klo?
The mangy thing is fast asleep.
Mangy.
I'd rather not touch it. The thing stinks to high heaven.
Ich sehe keinen, also okay.
The door opens a crack, but appears to be blocked from the other side. I think I can hear someone moving around. Mr. Tillett? Arthur, are you out there? Judging from the draft coming from below,
Alter,
this
ich
door
bin
must
grad-
lead outside. I should investigate further. The door is blocked from the outside.
Das ist gruselig. Es wird dunkel draußen, das sehen wir. Die 2 Typen, da sind weg.
How can I help?
Have you seen Arthur Tillett?
I thought you were with you.
He went to the lavatory and has not returned.
That sounds like Arthur Tillett. Don't worry, lass. He'll be back.
Aber das hat sich doch angehört wie irgendwas Nasses, was auf dem Boden rumkriecht.
There's a door to the outside in the gents' lavatories. Why is it bolted?
That door doesn't even have a lock.
So you didn't block the door?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Alter, das ist alles viel zu gruselig. Wir gehen jetzt mal raus und hoffen, dass es nicht mehr regnet und gehen ums Haus herum.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, wir gehen noch mal zurück. Ich gucke mir erstmal die Alley an, ne?
Sturdy-looking barrels, no doubt used to store ale. A warm glow permeates from within, making me feel somewhat cold and damp.
Cold and damp.
A single glove is lying in the
Oh,
mud.
ein Glove.
I suspect the barrels are empty. Otherwise, the
Übrigens, ich habe
locals
hier
would be
wieder
rolling them into their cellars.
mein Met von gestern.
The window is well out of reach.
Okay, wir schauen erstmal an, dass es hier...
A beam of wood is propped up against the door, barring it closed from the outside. The door leads...
Okay.
Someone has wedged the door shut.
Ja, ich frage mich halt,
Mr.
warum.
Tillett. Why would he have done that? Mr. Tillett leave, then block the door behind him.
Warum?
Something strange is going
Ja.
on here.
Wir gehen noch mal raus.
Who was that old chap I saw outside the alley? He headed eastward. Maybe I could catch up with him and ask him if he saw Mr. Tillett.
Ja, wir gehen aber noch mal raus und holen den Glove mit, ne? Das hätte ich nämlich fast vergessen.
Pearly white gent's glove. It's certainly unlike anything Mr. Tillett was wearing.
Pearly white.
Seems rather out of place here. Peculiar. The post has been embellished with a fine bronze bust of a horse. I could tether a horse here if I had one.
Wir schauen uns mal das Ding
A
an.
fine white glove.
Da ist doch Blut
gent's
dran.
style.
Guck mal,
I
da
found
oben
it in the
rechts.
alleyway behind the plough and furrow.
Da am kleinen Finger. Wir gehen jetzt mal zurück, aber ich will... Da geht's zum Exit.
A thin path curves towards some more buildings.
East. Also der ist dahin gegangen. Wir gehen jetzt mal die Richtung